Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings and peace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you, dear people of God. A thought for the week. A rabbi was concerned for a young friend who was becoming worldly and materialistic. The rabbi invited him into his study and led him to the window. "What do you see?" he asked. There was a playground and next to the house. "I see children playing," the young friend answered. Then the rabbi took a little hand mirror out of his pocket and held it before the visitor's face. "Tell me, what do you see now?" "I see myself," he said, wondering what was going on. "Isn't it strange," the rabbi asked, "that when a little silver gets between yourself and others, you see only yourself? What is it in your life that tends to get in the way of seeing what is offered for you to see? What blinds you? Or if not so severe, what is it that blocks your vision?" And here's something to think about. Cataracts are the third biggest cause of blindness. Religion and politics are the first two. Some announcements for this week. 1. At the recent Malacca-Johore Pastoral Team Assembly, the Diocese ministries agreed that the pandemic with the MCOs and the RMCOs and the CMCOs and the accompanying SOPs had upset, slowed down and locked down many of the activities of the many ministries in parishes and the diocese. A new situation of new normals is demanding a new response. An urgent reading of the signs of the times, which means seeing the emerging trends, the new and varied needs, and searching together with the voiceless to determine real needs, is incarnational. The diocese ministries acknowledge the importance of knowing the body part that they represented, knowing the mission before them, knowing where and to whom they are being sent, knowing what to give, and knowing the importance of succession plans. The diocese ministries opted for these thrusts. Firstly, ministries need to identify their giftedness because one can only give what one has. Second, ministries need rebuilding, which is accomplished by consolidating, collaborating, and contextualizing themselves in the diocese. Third, ministries need an inbuilt discipling program for developing leaders and successors, and a missionary trust to be life-giving to the Church. 2. Special appeal for Sabah COVID victims and families. The Diocese of Malacca-Johore has allocated Rm 150,000 for Sabah to be channeled through the Archbishop of Kota Kinabalu, the Bishops of Keningau and Sandakan. Donations can be banked in directly to the Alliance Bank account shown on the screen. Let us be one with the suffering. 3. The Deliverance Exorcism Office of the Malacca-Johore Diocese is conducting a training of trainee exorcists from the 16th to the 19th of November to prepare for 8 members of the clergy to succeed for the Benedict and 15 lay helpers to serve as case officers, intercessors, and hotline secretaries. Eventually, The vision of the DEO is to see all clergy of the diocese serving this rising need for healing in this diocese. 4. The online launch of Caritas Malaysia will take place on the 6th of November with the first online National Assembly of all 9 diocesan representatives is scheduled for the 6th and the 13th of November. And 5. The Vicar Apostolic of Brunei, His Excellency Cornelius Sim, has been elected as Cardinal-elect to the College of Cardinals. This week's questions and queries. What is adult faith? Today many would say it is becoming missionary disciples. St. Paul called this becoming adults in the faith. Adult faith is beyond religious activities, seeking God's favor, beyond placating God and being churchy. One grows up or cultivates adult faith when their faith is embodied in everyday life of the world, when they take risks to venture into the unknown in total trust and total abandonment in God, when they identify themselves with the suffering and present their wounds like Jesus to God the Father, and when they perceive the 3 things that God uses to seduce us or to excite us, that is goodness, truth, and beauty. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13:11, St. Paul said, "When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me." Grow up or wither. That's the challenge that's before all of us. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more news and announcements next week. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our Malacca-Johore Diocese Facebook page and YouTube channel. Let us continue to build God's kingdom together. Have a great weekend. God bless you all.